Get back in the truck, you piece of shit, lazy motherfucker, you. Well, I'm in nature. It's been so long. I'm probably gonna have a grabber just from the little quarter miles I've already walked. So I figured I'd do my first walk and talk since I had gotten back into a truck, and obviously the subject is going to be my massive life change. I've given it a lot of thought. I was thinking about it a lot while I was on the road. I haven't told the company yet. That comes tomorrow, so we'll see. And as I said, I am going to still try and stay casual with them, which means once a month I'll go out. And it'll be like a week at a time, maybe, at first. And then if I need more cash, I'll do 2 weeks at a time. And then take my 30 days off in between. And that should be a pretty good life balance. Sorry if there's wind noise, because I'm a shitty content creator. That's why my channel doesn't grow. See if I remember my way around. So I'll let the wind pass. It's windy. So, I really have to evaluate what I want out of life and what I'm willing to do to get what I want. And honestly, what I want is time to do this kind of shit. And having the energy to do it. Now, I barely had the energy to come out here today. I had to force myself and all of my fat pounds to get out here. And it wasn't like I wasn't raring to go. I want to be raring to go again. And that just isn't possible if I'm working 70 hours a week in a truck. I know I wanted to do all of that in bulk so that I could do more of this, like, without having to go back and forth. But I don't think that's going to be the plan. I think casual driving for the rest of my life should be the goal, and I should tailor my consumption and my activities to be able to sustain that. And while that may mean I might not be able to afford to do some of the more expensive trips, it'll still give me my nature time, albeit in places like this that are around my hometown. So, and the other reason I need to get out here is because I'm tired of all of the bullshit. See, there's no inflation out here. There's no politics, unless you run into somebody wearing a mask, which I'm hoping happens a lot less nowadays. But it is still New York. It's you and nature, and nature doesn't give a fuck about you. It really doesn't. It'll eat you just as quickly as anything else. And I guess that's the beauty of it. This hasn't changed. Yeah, every once in a while somebody will come and fuck a place like this up. But nature still will deal with you if you do that. And I guess and there's always, I feel more connected to life out here, as opposed to staring at screens and a little fucking box on the road. And I need to recapture, you know, if you go back in some of my wilderness fasts and a lot of those trips out into the woods, which could have killed me, but also made me feel more alive than I do now, currently. You know, as far as in the truck and all of that other dumb shit I've been doing. Including eating bad, drinking alcohol, because, you know, I'm an alcoholic still. And just watching the world crumble. Is that fucking raindrop? Or did I get shit on? Probably got shit on. You know, watching the world crumble takes its toll on you. Another thing that people might think I'm crazy for doing what I'm doing is making less money in this inflation-ridden nightmare of our economy. If anything, it will force me to improvise a lot more, like do things to survive. And even if I go in tomorrow and they tell me to go fuck myself, which is a possibility, given the economy, you know, trucking is hurting right now, and you know, they're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. They need drivers. They need to retain drivers. But they're operating at a loss unless you're a really huge company that still has the contract, which writes in that fuel cost, but then shippers are less likely to pick you to ship their goods when they can go with the spot rate and rip off some owner-operator, you know, who's operating at a loss with this current gas price shit. Where in the hell? I think I go that way. I should look at the map. It's been a while since I've been lost in the woods. Okay, yeah, that's the way to go. And shit. So, they might just cut me loose just because they need to cut back. You know, I realize some of you might be like, well, you need to get out there to the supply chain. For what? Keep this cycle? Watch my weekly paycheck go down? You know, both literally and through cost of living increases. You know, my pay isn't going up at the rate the fucking costs of everything are going up. Which means I can do less and less for my 70 hours a week. So why would I do 70 hours a week? You know, I don't have to. I've learned to live on a lot less. I'm not in debt. Thankfully, I considered it briefly. And I don't require much, you know, to survive. So part-time should be more than enough, I think. But we'll find out, and I will share it with y'all on the channel, as usual. Things I do to make money, how it works as a part-time trucker, and maybe that's the way trucking should head, to be honest with you. I think they ask way too much of you for 70 hours a week. Now, some people might leverage themselves where they want that 70 hours a week, and good for you. I'm not in that position, and I'm going to continue to try not to be. Not to say that I won't fuck up every now and then. But that doesn't mean I'm a bad person or that I'm a lazy fuck just because that's the life you chose. That is the product of your choices, you know. Some of you are like, I got a family, I got to do that. You chose to have a family. You know, some of you are like, I got bills to pay. You chose those bills through your choices. Now, some of them you might not have knowingly made, but regardless, you're in your circumstances right now because of your decisions and because Joe Biden's a piece of shit. But still, if you had decided differently, Joe Biden would have a less of an impact on your life. you know. And it's not too late to start changing your life. You know, look at how far, for those of you who've been with the channel a long time, look at how much I've evolved and changed throughout the last 5-6 years on YouTube. I've gone through several different stages of life. And I don't know if I've come out on the better end, but I've had experiences and relationships and things that would not have been possible had I not taken the semi-retirement approach to life. And that's bouncing out of the industry, taking a couple years, figuring out how to make money other ways other than working for the man, you know, and really getting to a point where I have more time, more control over my time at least, to do the things that matter to me, that bring me fulfillment, that make me a healthier, better human than I've been for pretty much a while now. I feel like I've gone downhill. You know, I feel like that I've made a wrong turn somewhere along the way, and it has cost me a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. So I need to right the ship. I need to get back on track. And I can't do that in that fucking box. And I won't do that in that fucking box. Even if it means I become destitute, you know, living in a car in a parking lot of a truck stop at some point. You know, at least then I'd still have my time. And I'd be able to get free showers, you know. They just say, hey, can I get one of your extra showers? You know, I've always been resilient when I've quit. Every time. And sometimes it gets a little stressful trying to survive without a solid, I'm getting paid every week type deal. And it does require fortitude. You can't be a soft motherfucker and live that way, especially if you got any debt or bills. My bills are minimal. I'm trying to keep them that way. I'm not a super minimalist. I have a decent amount of stuff now. You know, I got the little room. I've got the basement. You know, so I still have a place to home base out of. But that doesn't fulfill me being there. That's the thing. I like making my music, don't get me wrong. I spent this weekend getting my studio built back up for music and maybe live streaming. Maybe. And I do get some enjoyment out of that, but I'm a nomad at heart. Like, I get itchy feet quickly, and if I stay stagnant too long, and I know this because we've had this exact talk walking through here and how stagnant I got. And, you know, how the hell do you get down there? Is that the first trail down? I think that's the first trail down. I'm working my way to the falls. But it's easy to get stagnant if I stay in the little room in the house too long. I need to be out in the Prius, which costs money, especially now. So that means I need to not fall down this trail and smack my head on a rock either. That means I need to make some money. So that necessitates part-time trucking. Oh man, it's been so long since I've almost died. At least on the nature trail. Almost died plenty in the truck. See, the fun part's going to be if I try and climb up at the falls to go the loop. Don't know if I'm in shape enough for that. I didn't even bother bringing a backpack. Just a bottle of water, a lighter, and this. The lighter's in case I need to make fire for some stupid reason. Where was I? You know, another YouTuber I follow named Timothy Ward. been following him for quite a few years. And he's a minimalist, like me, better at it than I am. And works seasonally every once in a great while, but is a real advocate for not working full time. His channel has grown more than mine, and he has a more positive attitude than I do, which is probably why. But lately he's been popping up in my feed, even though I didn't go looking for him. And I was like, it was like I'd forgotten what it's like to, in such a very short time in the truck, to have full control of your time. Like those chipmunks over there. I can't see them because I didn't bring my big camera. But there's really no other resource you have, and they're currently stealing as much of your time as they can. That's what inflation is doing. It takes you a set amount of time to earn the money you earn, regardless of how you earn it. You know, unless you're on OnlyFans. Maybe I should go on OnlyFans. But even that requires a certain amount of time. And the more they take away the purchasing power that is associated with the time you spend, the more of your life they are pissing away and buying Nancy Pelosi's ice cream. What's the safest route? I could just walk through it. It's like there's no water. Lots of flies here. Tadpoles. Yeah, it kind of sucks when you're going to a waterfalls and you see it's all dried up, which means the falls probably are all dried up, which means we're all gonna die. There's a deer. Just chilling right there. Let's go say hi without getting ticks on my balls. Oh, there he goes. She goes. Well, it's not the Grand Tetons, but I'll take it right now. Or Glacier National Park. That's on my list for the year. If I can get there. My luck, it's on fire. Affected by major drought. What do you call Three Falls Woods when there's no waterfalls? Because it's all dried up because of droughts. Which you would think. I mean, we got some rain not too long ago. Where'd all the fucking water go? It's Governor Hochul's fault. Should I be worried? Not creepy at all. Ah, some piece of shit took down the shelter. Who got no respect for shit. And they spray paint fuck on a tree. Yeah, this is why we can't have nice things, people. I don't know if I can make it across. This kind of makes me sad. There's no waterfalls. Alright, there's a little bit of waterfalls. It's like maybe somebody up there was peeing, and this is what we get. So now the question is, do I want to climb up there? I'm not in shape to be climbing up there. I'm a little heavier than it was the last time I climbed up there. But I'm pretty sure I'm a pussy if I don't. Well, there's the spot. If I'm gonna go up, that's where I think it has to be. A little bit more waterfalls over there. Makes me want to pee a little bit. I think I can get up there. It's gonna get dirty, but that's why they made showers. So I can now take whenever I want right now. Didn't die. I might be having a stroke, but I didn't die. I feel like there was another spot to climb up on that side. No water up here either. Means it's easy to get across. Mosquitoes are getting annoying. There's the water. Not enough of it. Oh well. It's kind of gross actually. But what the fuck do I know? I'm not an expert. I'm just an asshole. Please like and subscribe for more shit. And I'll make more shit. If you like this video and you want me to spend time making more videos, please head to ScottTheTruckDriver.com. Sign up for my free email list so I can keep you informed in case Susan decides she doesn't like me anymore. I'm pretty sure she still don't like me. And while you're there, if you're not suffering from being broke because of Biden, you can leave a tip in the virtual tip jar, and that encourages me to spend more time creating content and less time on OnlyFans. So, yeah. I will be making more music now. I'm very inspired right now that I got the studio back together. Mostly back together. I'm waiting on a few more pieces. And maybe if you guys want, tell me in the comments, would you be interested in a music and chat stream where I make music and stop every once in a while because we're talking about stupid shit? If that sounds appealing to you. I'm supposed to be following diamonds and shit. My bad. If that sounds appealing to you, let me know in the comments below. If it doesn't, I won't do it. I'll just make my music and throw it on Spotify and tell you about it. That way I can earn a half a penny per play. Seems wrong in so many ways. There will be more adventures for sure. They might not necessarily be exotic, depending on gas prices and my income levels. But if all it is me going into the Adirondacks, which is affordable for me in a Prius, and playing with the bears in there, then so be it. I will get back to proper keto and fasting at some point. Not yet. But I am starting to eat slightly better now that I'm back. More ribeyes and whole foods. Less processed fast food shit. And shit. Man, I'm tired after climbing. Have a nice motherfucking day and shit. And keep in mind, this isn't something that's easily taken away from us, and that doesn't really cost a lot to do. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it should be.